So Cardano ADA is looking fairly healthy right now, and we've also managed to retest the 200 DMA. Now, as you guys know, I've been tracking this WXY structure, and I've also been keeping an eye on a key level, which is this level here at 64.71 cents. And I've talked about how for as long as ADA continues to stay above that level, then we remain bullish. And right now, despite this corrective move, we are above that level, and so we are still bullish. Now, this corrective move still has the potential to go slightly deeper, given that a potential WXY structure is forming. And that Y wave would typically be a 1 to 1.236 retracement of this wave W. So if I bring this to the right position, you can see that ADA has the potential to reach anywhere between 65.8 cents to 66.29 cents. So anywhere within this range here. Now, should that be the case, then what we can do is target out our wave Y. And so if I adjust this and adjust this, then this wave Y would typically be a 1 to 1.236 retracement of this wave W. So ADA has the potential to reach anywhere between 72.6 cents to 74.31 cents. So anywhere within this range here. But of course, this X wave could go slightly deeper too, given that the X wave typically retraces anywhere between 50% to 88.2%. So ADA could go as deep as 63.7 cents to 66.14 cents. Now, if I zoom out slightly, what you can see is we ended up having a change of character being triggered on Smart Money Concept, and that's because this low here at 69.16 cents was broken. And then we ended up seeing a continuation to the downside, and that then signaled a bearish trend. And so in the midterm, a key level that we need to be keeping an eye on is this level here at 77.42 cents. And if ADA was to break that high, then that would then trigger a change of character, which would then signal a bullish trend. But of course, first things first, we need this structure here to play out before we then target out this range here. Now, in addition to that, we do have the stochastic RSI indicating that we are within the oversold conditions. And if I just quickly go on to the 4-hour chart, what you can see is we have the 200 DMA, which currently lies where our wave Y target is. And so if we end up seeing a push to the upside, then I do see a scenario playing out where ADA gets rejected at this 200 DMA, and then we see a corrective move to the downside before we see another push to the upside, where we can then potentially target out this range here. Now, I've also talked previously about two scenarios potentially playing out, where one of which is this move here, which is an irregular flat, and one of which is this corrective move, where we are within this wave Y, or potentially this wave Y is now completed and we are now on the move to the upside. Now, in order for us to confirm if whether or not we are within this irregular flat or this corrective move, then a key level would be the wave Y target, which is a 1 to 1.236 retracement of this wave W. So anywhere between 77.64 cents to 80.79 cents. And so if ADA gets rejected at this level and we see a continuation to the downside, then that will confirm that we were within this irregular flat. Whereas if we were to break through the 1.236 retracement level, then that will confirm that we were within this corrective move and we are now in a new structure to the upside where, again, we can target out this range here and potentially even higher. Now, if it turns out that we are within this irregular flat, then that could be bearish, given that a potential bigger WXY structure will be forming, where we'd have this wave W, wave X, and then a wave Y. And this wave Y could potentially reach anywhere between the mid to upper 40s cent range. But personally, I don't see this scenario playing out, and I do think that we are potentially within this WXY structure, and we're now on the move to the upside. And so, yeah, that's just my quick update on Cardano ADA. Now, of course, today is Liberation Day, and we do have the tariffs being implemented, and so it would be interesting to see how the markets respond. Personally, I think it's a good thing for the Americans and the American economy, but only time will tell with regards to whether we see a move to the upside on Cardano ADA, or we see a negative response and we see a continuation to the downside. So yeah, hopefully you found this useful, and if you did, then feel free to hit the like button, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.